Hello, I'm Jeff Arnett, Master Distiller here at the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. And today I'd like to talk to you about the newest whiskey in the Jack Daniel's lineup, which is Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye. You know, up until now, most of the things that you've seen from Jack Daniel's all share the same grain bill. That 80% corn, 12% malted barley, and 8% rye grain bill has carried us through many different forms of our whiskey over the years. The Tennessee Rye in particular, this is our first new grain bill since Prohibition, so it was a great project to work on. But in designing this particular grain bill, you know, we decided that when we looked at the rye whiskeys that are in the marketplace today, most are either 51% rye or 95. So that I would call that just enough rye to be called rye, or the 95% position, which is what I call monolithic and all in, where rye is the only thing that you'll have in your character because there's not enough room for the other grains to matter at that point. We thought the better position for rye would be to go at 70%. So this is a 70% rye, 18% corn, and 12% malted barley grain bill. Gives it a very, very unique placement in the rye whiskey market today. But when you pick up a glass of this, it's very different than what I would describe the typical Jack Daniel's nose, which is going to be sweet to oaky in its range. This is much more peppery and spicy on the nose, which gives you a little bit of a hint of what it's going to taste like as well. When you taste it, instead of having that distinct sweetness on the tip of the tongue and the oak in the back of the throat, what I think stands out the most is that it's got a lot of mid-palate character, and that flavor is almost like of raisins and dates and of black pepper. A lot of the ryes that are being consumed today are in cocktails, you know, the Sazeracs, rye Manhattans, and things of that nature. I think when you're making a whiskey, it's great to design one where they're going to be complementary in cocktails, but more importantly, they need to be settled enough that they can be drunk neat. And I think you can do that with this rye, and I think it makes it somewhat unique in the market today. It's big, it's bold, it's peppery, it's spicy, but it's also settled enough and polished enough that it can be in a glass by itself. So add a little water, add a little ice, or if you want to go into the classic whiskey cocktails and explore rye, you can do that as well. But when it comes to Jack Daniel's, regardless of how you're drinking it, we just ask you to drink responsibly and always enjoy yourself.